What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are here at Anchor right now in UK. So today I'm planning to give you a full tour of the navigation bridge, the place from where we navigate our ships. So without any further delay, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, this is the main entrance door of the bridge, and after that you can see this is how the layout of the bridge looks like. Here we have the chart work room. All the documents, checklists are kept this side. This is the GMDSS area. All the GMDSS equipments are here. And then here we have all the navigational equipments. So now I will show you everything one by one. So we will start off with the GMDSS console. So right here you can see there are two Inmarsat, number 1 and number 2. And this is the MFHF controller. Then here we have this VHF number 2. Number 1 is there, I will show you later on. And then these are the printers for the Inmarsat. Then here we have these radios, two-way GMDSS walkie-talkies. This is basically used when we are abandoning ship, we need to carry them with us. And in this bag we have the batteries, which should be sealed and should be within the expiry limit. So this is very important observation, we need to check that these spare batteries are sealed. And then we have this normal PCs for our documents and everything, so that we can work on the bridge. And then these two are a telephone, like one is FBB, this one is VSAT telephone. So after the GMDSS console, we'll move on to the deck lights and all the lights that we can switch on from the bridge, and I will show you what all things we have on this bulkhead. So let's go. So on this panel we have all the lights. So starting off with the deck lights, outdoor light controller. Here we have all the deck lights, you can see here with the lights arrangement. So in case somebody is working in the forward, he wants to switch on the anchor lights, like for anchoring operation, we will switch on this number 12 from here like this. Okay, so just do a lamp test to check all lamps are indicating is working, indications are working. Then here we have the Christmas tree lights, so we can make all kinds of combination here, like RAM lights, NUC, CBD, and also this dangerous cargo light is on right now. So just make a lamp test. Okay, everything is working. Then here we have the navigation lights panel. So right now the vessel is at anchor, so you can see the anchor lights are on forward and aft. And this is how the navigation lights panel look. You just make a lamp test again. Okay, everything is working fine. Then here we have this fire detection system. Right now it is on test mode because ETO was testing, so he has finished with the testing, so I'll just put back to normal mode. The password is so, and disable, save. Okay, so now the test mode light is gone, so it is back to normal mode. So now if any fire alarm will be there, it will be there in the entire accommodation area. And then this is the water mist system indication panel. So here you can see this is dedicated for main engine, the generators number 1, 2, 3, auxiliary boiler, incinerator and purifier. So if any abnormalities here or any fresh water is less, like in the dedicated tank, so it shows a warning here. So this is the hypermist system, which is for the engine room. Then just below this we have some dustbins. This one is dedicated for category C, paper, domestic waste. This one for plastic, category A, category C again, but this time for bottles and cans. And this one is for food waste, mostly for coffee waste. And then here is our favorite area, my favorite area I would say. So this is our coffee machine, our kettle for hot boiling water, coffee machine, some mugs. And here we have a fridge with some soft drinks, milk, some juices. And then in this area we have all the special tea, lemon tea, these are flavored tea, melon, strawberry, all kinds of flavored tea are here. Then my favorite Danish cookies. I eat a lot of these cookies when I'm on board. So time for a quick cookie break. So this area is called the chart room space. Basically we are paperless, but still this area is called the chart workspace, and you can see some logbooks are kept here, some checklists, all the documents basically of the bridge are kept on this area, in this area. And then here we have some important equipments. So this one is the DGPS, differential global positioning system, number 1, number 2 unit. Then here we have this chronometer. Then this one is the speed log, Doppler log, which basically gives the speed through water and the distance traveled through water, which is also called log. Then this is the barometer, which gives the atmospheric pressure. So right now it is showing 997. And then here we have the echo sounder unit, which basically gives us the depth under keel. So in the forward section you can see the depth is 15 meters, and in the aft is 15.8, 15.9. Then this is the same printer for the echo sounder. Then here we have this master clock. Right now we are at UTC time, so both the times you can see are same, but when we are in different time zones you will see the master clock stays on UTC time and this one stays on the local time. Then here we have the Navtex unit, which is basically used to receive navigational and meteorological warnings or forecasts from the shore areas, and its range is around 250 to 400 nautical miles. You can see it works on 518 kilohertz. This is the international Navtex frequency, and the national Navtex frequency is 490 kilohertz. So usually we keep it on 518 kilohertz. So let me show you. Go here, go to receive mask, press enter. You will see these are the stations that are selected on the 518 frequency, and these are the type of messages that are selected. On the 490 on the local language we haven't selected anything. And this INS output is basically to synchronize the Navtex warnings with our ECDIS, so it automatically gets plotted on the ECDIS. We just have to double check. And this printer is basically what all notices we want to, what all warnings basically we want to print. So this one we have kept off. We print it manually, whatever we require, whatever is on our route. So then this is the weather fax receiver, basically to receive some weather forecast warnings. I will show you. I have some. In this area we have all the logbooks and everything. So this is pretty much it from the chart workspace. So from here we move on to the autopilot section. Here you can see this is the wheel from where we move the ship port and starboard direction, left or right basically. And this is the indicator for the same. Right now it is on midship, you can see 0. This is port, this is starboard. Then this is the autopilot unit. This is the heading controller from where we set the heading, and then the autopilot controls and shifts the rudder to the port or starboard side accordingly. Then this is the TMC, which is basically giving us the digital reading of the magnetic compass that we have on the top on the Monkey Island. And then this is the NFU unit. So basically we have 3 modes of steering. One is autopilot, second is hand steering, and the third one is NFU. Usually on ocean passages and like coastal passages we keep on hand steering, and when we are in the port waters or in the restricted areas or where the traffic is more, we switch over to hand steering. So this is how we move our ship left and right. Then here you can see we have 2 amazing stylish comfy chairs, one for the pilot and one for the captain, master basically. And then in case of long navigation areas, so long pilotage areas, they have a seat here and they navigate the ship from here. So here we have a panel for monitoring the main engine fuel consumption. So this is the system for that. And then here we have the AIS unit, automatic identification system. Then moving ahead, Here we have the ECDIS and the radar. ECDIS, we have the Furuno ECDIS. This is the X-band radar, which is used for intercepting SART signal as well. Then here we have the number 1 VHF, which is on dual watts right now, 16 and 71. Then this is the telephone for internal communication on the bridge, and this is the sound power telephone, which we can use in case of an emergency when there is no power. We just pick up this handset and select here on the knob whatever we want. Suppose we want engine control room, we select here number 3, and then we just turn it like this and it goes a call in the engine control room. Then this is the whistle unit. Then here we have the wiper control unit. So as you can see, there is some water on the windows, so I will just turn on the power, put it on master on, and you will see all wipers are working now. So now I will just put it off, master on, power off. So here we have the steering gear alarm panels. You can see all types of alarms of the steering gear, and the red indication comes whenever these alarms are tested. And this is the indication where we can see the number 2 pump is running right now, and the number 1 steering gear pump is currently off. So this steering gear unit is from Rolls-Royce. This is a good one. Then here we have this telegraph. This one is the telegraph unit, and this is the unit for the same. From here we can do the fine adjustments, also fine tuning, which is called. And then here we have this Bunvers monitoring system unit, which is bridge navigation watch alert system. This is for the PA remote controller, public address system for making announcements. Then here we have this VDR unit, which is basically called the voice data recorder. So it basically collects and stores all information regarding the movements of the ship on the bridge. Like it collects the radar picture, ECDIS picture, voice communication, VHF communication. Everything is stored inside the voice data recorder. So in case of any accident or incident, this data can be recovered and it can be used for the investigation. And then here we have this S-band radar, and then we have the master ECDIS here, number 1. Then here we have this panel which gives us an indication of the engine room alarms. And this is the cargo monitoring panel. From here you can see we have 3 sets of cargo tanks, and you can see the temperatures, top, middle, bottom in each tank, port and starboard side, and these are the pressures of each tank. Then here we have some switches for starting the emergency fire pump, the normal fire pumps, number 1, number 2. We have this fire alarm push button, general emergency alarm push button. This is auto, this one is auto, and this one is like manual, we need to keep it pressed. Then we have a switch for emergency fire pump, supply fan, water spray system. We can also start from here. Then here we have this ESD push buttons for engine room spaces, fans. So you can see the list of the engine room spaces here, and then accordingly you can press the ESD button in case you need it. Then here we have this watertight door and hatch indication panel. So you can see we have 2 watertight doors, these 2, and these 2 are the hatches for the engine room, steering gear and engine room. And we can see the green indication means the hatches and the doors are closed right now. So guys, if you have watched the video till here and you got to learn something new, then make sure you hit that like button, as it helps the YouTube algorithm to push the video to a larger set of audience. So make sure you hit that like button. So now my AB will report, he's in the forward. He will report the anchor position. Okay Michael, copied, 10 o'clock, moderate, 2 cm gap, thank you. So this is how he reports every time when he goes in the forward to check the anchor cable. Then here we have this controller for the ice searchlight on top. So this is the ice class vessel, it can move through ice as well. So we have a searchlight on the top. This is the controller for that, and this is the heater, and this is the signaling lamp or the ECDIS lamp with the battery inside, it's kept here. Then here we have this fire extinguisher CO2 type, and the SART, which is basically called the search and rescue radar transponder. and this one works on 9 gigahertz radar, which is the X-band radar. So this SART is a transponder and not a transmitter. So that basically means is whenever it gets interrogated by any X-band radar, then only it will start sending and start showing the blips or the concentric arcs or the circles on any X-band radar, depending upon the range in which the SART is located to the nearby vessel. So this is how the SART works. So in case somebody is in distress and he switch on the SART, so it needs an interrogation by any X-band radar. So outside on the bridge wing you can see this is the EPUB, emergency position indicating radio beacon, and here you can see this is the gyro repeater of the port side. So similarly we have on the starboard side as well, and then we have a center repeater as well. So this one is the center gyro repeater, and you can see this azimuth ring is mounted on it to take the bearings. Then here we have this whistle push button and the Morse key button. Then on the top we have some few indicators. So the first one is the clock, and then this is the anemometer, is showing the relative wind. Then the next one we can see, third one is the clinometer, which gives the list of the ship, and then this is the rudder angle indicator, which shows how much the rudder is on the port side or on the starboard side. Then this is the main engine RPM indicator, and finally we have one speed through water or the speed log indicator, and this is the same rudder angle indicator on the top. And then at the bottom we have some dimmers for the same, dimmers for them. So I hope you guys liked today's vlog of my bridge tour, and if you did, then please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and share it with your friends and family so that it can reach to a larger audience. And thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in my next video.